so proud that Mardi Gras and the people that have taken it on themselves to keep it going and make it a community event, real community. I'm just so glad that they've got the energy to do that and that the young people want to be part of that. Because, you know, we're all moving on and you'll move on, and that's how life is. And you need to pass it on to the next generation after us. But you know, I just think we've left a legacy, and it's time for you to take it somewhere else and make it yours.
During the years of Mardi Gras, it started off with some very talented people, artistically talented, and then AIDS struck, and we lost so many good people, talented people, and I'm lucky to survive. But I don't know why I'm still here. I've lost all my friends, all my closest friends I've lost. And my partner and I, Jack, who I was on with for 10 years, and we used to win the best costume every year. And I used to make the biggest costume for him because he was a very strong man and he could carry them. And I used to put him in the most enormous costumes. And but I made them with love. I made them for him. I wanted him to be the best. I'm a person like that. I live for my partner. The last parade he was in, Jack got ill with AIDS. He spent a lot of time in hospital, and I spent a lot of time with him, but I made my costume. And he wanted, I asked him if he wanted to go in the parade. I said, because I'm not going in without you. I said, we've walked in that parade for 10 years together, and I don't want to go in it without you. And I said, we'll put you in a wheelchair, and I'll get someone to dress up as a nurse, and we'll push you up the street. So 2 weeks before the parade, he died. And I knew he wanted me to go in the parade, so I had to go in it. And it was a terrible ordeal for me, but I cried all the way, and I thought, he's up there watching me, so I did it for him. And when I arrived at the grandstand at the end of the parade, they announced me, and they'd given 30,000 people sparklers. And they said, when Ron comes down that street, I want you all to light your sparklers, and they did. And when I saw that, I just broke down. And but it was a real moment.
Mardi Gras means to me the gay and lesbian community celebrating a joyful day together, celebrating freedom, come together and try and get human rights over Sydney. Okay, keep your eyes shut as well. To the older people, just some of the stuff they said, it's just exactly the same. I don't know, they've had more experience in the community, what's happened over the years, but I've been out for a while and swapping stories. It's been quite funny, and I had no idea who Fred Nile was until today, so like, what the hell's going on there?
Our Parliament should not legislate for immorality. The New South Wales Parliament should not and must not legalise immorality.
Walking up Oxford Street for the first time was just, I was scared. People are not my thing, so I basically froze, and I just walked straight up Oxford Street and hit Taylor Square and was just watching everything happen, and all that sort of stuff, and then got to the end, and I was just starting to get into it and just starting to open up and just starting to feel everybody, and there was nobody there to watch. But, so this year, knowing all that, I just wanted to get back involved, meet all the people. I found this year has been really incredible because I've met so many new people that I missed meeting last year because I came in on the end of it. Yeah.
The police didn't want us on the street. They found it offensive, you know, a whole lot of homosexuals on the street, and they wanted us to go back into the closet, and that's why we reckon that they picked on us.
First thing I remember about this was very different was that it really made me cranky that they were going to take the truck away. I was thinking, how are we going to keep us all together if we haven't got a megaphone? And so I happened to be standing near the truck, and I remember that we decided that the policeman was trying to get in the truck and pull the driver out, and he got in the truck, and then we were trying to stop that happen. And so we lifted the tray of the truck up and lifted the wheels. There was, I don't know, 20 people wrapped around the truck, lifting it up, holding it up. And I turned around and there was this guy standing next to me, and I was, you know, 21-year-old radical lesbian feminist, and he was about 15 or 16 years old, completely in drag, with, I can remember, pale pink lipstick and little high-heeled shoes, and he'd obviously come out of the bars and onto the streets. And he turned around and he said to me, "I've never had so much fun in my whole life." And that's been a moment that I've held for 25 years, because I don't know that he and I would ever in our lives have ended up standing alongside each other, doing something together, if it hadn't been for what happened that night. So that mix of a whole lot of different people from lots of different places coming together, and then being defiant, and then saying, "Don't push us around."
I knew I was gay at a very early age, and yeah, I was certainly going to get out there and have my say. You know, wasn't concerned about, you know, repercussions from the family because they were aware of my sexuality. They had to cop, you know, there was also that lots of the photos were in the tabloids and that back then, and so my mother's getting all these people at work in the smoke over and going, "Isn't that Johnny?" You know, so, you know, I was out and loud and just wanted to go out and be loud and proud.